Welcome fellow pilots, I'm Brian with Friendly Hobbies, and today we have the UMX Habu 180, brand new. So we're going to do an unboxing today, a little bit of programming, and show you some of the flight modes. So let's get to unboxing. The first thing that I noticed there is that it comes with the 2-cell 200 milliamp battery. This is nice because it fits the Pitts, it'll fit the older UMX Habu, and a couple of the other planes. So that's nice that it comes with the battery. It also comes with a charger and the cord to plug in the charger to any 12-volt outlet with the little alligator clips. So let's get it unpacked here and see what we have. You know, it's really nice how they pack these up, and it's a great carrying case because the foam fits so nicely and so snug that it really keeps the plane in perfect condition and you don't get any hanger rash. Let's pull her out and see how she looks. I'm going to move the box off the table here. I think it's a very nice scheme. It's put together very well. And I did notice that the underside has really nice black stripes so that you can tell your orientation when you're in the air. You know, as older pilots, a little bit hard to see, so that really helps in the orientation. One thing that I wanted to also mention is that the gear on it is removable. You can just simply pull it out. A little snug, but it comes out, and it can be thrown and landed on grass. And it just pops right back in. And there we go for asphalt runway takeoffs. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to bind up the Habu. I'm going to pop the battery in here. We'll put her in the middle there just to get her bound. I will plug in with the radio off. And you can see it went into bind mode. You can see the flashing light there. You can also see it pretty good through the canopy. I don't know if you can get that on camera, but I can see a little bit of flashing light through the foam and the canopy. So we're going to do binding. Now I've pre-programmed the DX6 with the 3 flight modes. I also programmed it on 3 position switch for the rates. I'm going to bind away. All my switches are right. Sometimes if you bind too close to any of the planes, you'll get a bind fail. So I'm going to move back a couple feet, and I'm going to hold the bind switch and get her bound.
Binding smart mode DSMX 22 milliseconds. Bind complete.
And we are bound. Now I want to reset the plane and let the gyro stabilize and initialize. So I'm going to unplug and I'm going to plug back in. And what you have to do is leave the thing on a flat surface so that it can be level, and it knows that the AS3X knows that you're level. I'm going to plug it in, leave it sit for a minute, and when you hear this last beep, you know that it's ready. Everything is initialized and stabilized. Now, as I mentioned, there's 3 flight modes here. There's a safe mode, there's also an intermediate mode, and an advanced mode. So let's kind of see what the differences are between the modes. And as always, I wanted to mention that we load the file for the DX6, the 9, and the 18 to our website. You can download it, put it on your SD card, import it into your radio, and all the settings, switches, and voices are all there for you. Okay, so the first mode is our safe mode, and you see nothing's happening here. AS3X is activated when you give a little throttle. So we're going to give a little throttle. And now you can see our AS3X is on. Again, we're in the safe mode. So you see it's trying to right itself and get itself level. And this is great for the beginner pilot. And if you notice here too, it gives you a little bit of up elevator there to keep that nose up so that you don't get any nose drop or any tip stalls. So I'm in the safe mode. You can see it's righting itself and trying to level itself. With that new safe mode, it never lets it get over too far of an angle to create a crash, so it's constantly preventing it. So there is the safe mode. I'm going to move it into the intermediate mode, and if you notice there, the elevator popped down to neutral, and this is more for the intermediate pilot. It gives you a little bit of AS3X, not as much as the safe mode, but it does give you some. Now if we're in a bad angle here, I can hit the panic recovery button and you see it levels itself. That's the same thing with the advanced mode, where you get a little less AS3X, but you still have that panic recovery. If I'm upside down, it doesn't look great, panic, and it returns itself to level. So that's basically it with all the 3 flight modes. I know it'll fly great. Anything that is E-flite or a Horizon product always exceeds our expectations, and the flying of it is always wonderful. So let's go outside and take a flight on her. Ailerons are okay. My rudder needs a hair of adjustment. Okay, just hold